happened in 2024. What happened in 2024 was the youth expressing themselves on governance issues in this country, telling those who are in leadership that they care, that the youth are concerned about governance and about transparency. These concerns are valid and demand our immediate attention. The government has committed to transforming these frustrations into constructive dialogue and tangible solution and action. This forum, therefore, provides the perfect opportunity to provide our feedback on the necessary actions from the government to address these challenges. So during this process, we will welcome positive critique of our public financial management systems and policies to shape the budget process. And that is why I like the way the student from Rongo University came out with weaknesses. He said he was going to concentrate on weaknesses, and I think I welcome that. Your active engagement in this process will ensure efficient and transparent use of public funds, ensuring that resources allocated to address youth empowerment achieves the intended objectives. So during this launch, the launch of this process, I was elated to have received a written memorandum outlining some practical measures through which we can enhance financial support for students in tertiary institutions. We have noted the valuable feedback which includes strengthening financial support for students, financing, reforming students' loan financing through fiscal policy, targeting student grant funding for vulnerable students, facilitate provision of affordable students' accommodation, and establishing an emergency student support fund. This will be consolidated alongside the views from these regional fora for consideration during the preparation of the financial year 2026-27 and the medium-term budget process. Let me pause a bit just to mention that what we are doing here today is not going to end in Migori. We have purposed as National Treasury under my leadership to have 7 engagements across the country on the budget of 2026-2027 and privatization as a concept. From here, tomorrow we will be in the Western region, Kakamega to be specific, on the same engagement. Then on Sunday, we will proceed to North Rift and engage in Eldoret. Then following week, we are going to engage South Rift residents in Nakuru, and then the following day, we will do Kiambu for the central, former central province. And then the following week, which will be the final leg, we will be proceeding to Garissa for the northern region, and then the following day, do Kilifi for the greater coast region or coastal region, and finally we will end with Meru for the wider eastern province. And I want to also mention, as I have just read on the issues of education, and capture this, that out of this engagement, if you look, if those of you who are proactive, who have gone ahead to check the BPS for 2026-2027, you will realize that we are proposing to increase funding for higher education loans board from 41 billion to 58 billion. That's almost 40% increase in that funding. We are also proposing to enhance the university scholarship from what it is today of 16 billion. We are proposing to enhance it to almost 34 billion. That is another increase of about 16 billion. Now, that is a demonstration that the engagement we have been having with the youth and the students is not in vain, that we are listening. So we will make those proposals to Parliament. Parliament will consider and approve. I want to respond at this stage that I've heard some people say that we are defunding education as a government. Far from it. Let me be categorical. The truth is that education requirement is very high. But we have made deliberate efforts to make sure that we make education affordable in this country. And that is why, if you look at the budget for education in 2022 and what we have proposed for 2026-2027, it's an increase of about 150 billion going to the education sector.